Okay, so a little bit of an explanation on
because I literally am lost right now.
So everybody talks about like the top 1% or the top 5%, or like everybody talks like the middle class down and how the top 1% has so much money. Well, if you really break it down, so the top 1% of the wealthiest Americans pay 28% of our national revenue, or at least of our national income tax. They also do a vast majority of, percentage-wise, of the investing in publicly traded companies, right? So that top 1% is the one that's pumping most of that money in. Well, basically the theory of liberal policy, and that's fine, is that well, it's not fine, but it's their policy, and that's what they're running with, is that if they tax that 1% higher, they take more money away. And while inevitably, like, that money's going to come from somewhere, so some of that money's not being invested in the public sector by that top 1% anymore, the government will be investing that money for them. Are you following me now?
No, but you would make a phenomenal consultant.
I have no idea how you're not grasping this concept.
It's okay, we'll talk about this offline. Are you following us?
I got it. I got it.
Okay.
Really quick, the opposite approach to that is they'd probably argue that that obviously the more money they get from those wealthier people, the more they can produce more jobs for America, come up with new thriving sectors, blah, blah, blah. Who knows? We'll see how that works.
It's basically the government investing versus individuals investing. That's what it boils down to.
Okay. I'm with you on that.
And they're driving more revenues. The government can be doing more investing rather than just the individuals.
That makes sense.
Okay.
They want to prepare all our children. They want to make math and science education a national priority.
I agree.
That's huge.
That's huge.
There were stats I read a while ago about like the number of CS graduates coming out of U.S. universities as compared to Chinese universities. It's insane how many more are coming from over there, and people are worried about.
2 quick points. Internationally, there's way heavier focus on math and science. We've just never pushed it. And second, over there, I know speaking to like a Chinese candidate from China, and he was telling me that obviously he was telling me that over there to get a job in like politics, government, whatever, they focus way more on the background of math and sciences. So he was telling me the premier of China has like a background in math and science.
Yeah.
And they just make it more important to them. And I agree with it.
Agreed. I'm gonna go buy my daughter some science flashcards. On that note.
Go buy a little leapfrog learning system.
Let's support Obama, man. Yeah. So yeah, fully.
Man, this blog is going nowhere.
Improve and prioritize science assessments. Address the dropout crisis. Anyone else aware of the dropout crisis?
Yeah, I was actually appalled by the last statistics I saw. I mean, like, I graduated from a high school where, okay, I grew up in the boonies. Sure, blame, redneck conservative. I get the stereotype. It's okay. I grew up in the boonies, graduated with 74 people in my high school graduating class. Of all the people I started high school with, I started with 76. So there were 2 dropouts.
So everyone graduated.
I found out, like, the national dropout average is somewhere around like 28%.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
How do you not graduate high school? Sorry, that's just.
No, you're right.
We grew up I grew up in a very different place than a lot of kids, and I recognize that. But that is just mind blowing.
No, you're 100% right. And I heard from my neighbor, just graduated from UC Santa Cruz, trying to find a job, and she's like, do you know that bachelor's degrees mean nothing anymore? But having a bachelor's is the new having a high school diploma. Yeah.
You need a master's now to get anywhere.
Yeah.
But you've now got what 23% of the U.S. population holds a bachelor's degree or higher.
No way. Can't be that high now.
It's a crazy statistic.
22%?
It's like huge.
That seems pretty high.
I'm
sorry, that seems low.
It's
22% of the U.S. holds a bachelor's. It's pretty high
to me. I mean, getting a bachelor's is pretty regular.
So you've got 20+% of kids that are going to graduate high school, and then you've got 20+% hold bachelor's degrees. I mean, there's like this huge gap in there.
You guys want to keep going with this? We got 2 more pages of different.
No, let's go to the next news article.
We're going to publish this on our blog. Anyone else interested, check it out. But there's some other pretty cool stories going on in the world that we're going to talk about. One thing that's of particular interest is in line with our rant 2 weeks ago about the Sequoia Memo, and them being kind of like the major preachers of the doom and gloom in our marketplace.
Right.
Very on the one side of the spectrum. There's a rumor floating around that they're asking all of their not asking, but insisting that all their portfolio companies cut at least 10% of their staff. And LinkedIn, one of their portfolio companies, is supposedly having a big issue with it. Did they already do their layoffs, LinkedIn?
They
announced them already, right?
TechCrunch claimed yesterday that 10% layoff has been announced.
It's been announced.
It's been announced.
Awkward for them, because Sequoia is like just mandating that all their portfolio companies, cut 10%. regardless of how well you're doing. LinkedIn seems to be doing pretty well. They seem to have
for
raised.
sure profitable.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if they're
Actually, I
profitable.
heard they
I think
aren't
they are.
profitable.
Really?
Or not.
Did they just pick up another venture round?
They did pick up another venture round, but they're clearly like in the camp of we're here to stay.
Okay,
I don't know
yeah.
how.
Yeah, no, like across the board, you look at it, like of all the social networks, like I don't know, I would put LinkedIn like in a better position than even, all right, this little show of bias, even better than Facebook. Like I just think they're better positioned to make a profit and make a long-term stick of the deal.
Yeah, because people are actually paying money to use the service.
Bingo.
Yeah. So for sure,
Shocking
so for
concept.
sure they're that. But either way, they planted the flag in the ground of we're here to stay.
Exactly.
Which is odd, and they still seem to have a lot of growth that needs to be done, a lot of innovation. So the argument here is like, company has a lot of money, the company's doing well, the company's here to stay. The company is still hiring and adding people to the team, but at the same time they were forced blindly to lay these people off. There must have been a backdoor argument that behind closed doors that took place, but is this an excuse to cut fat?
That's got to be it. Sequoia has to know that, or has to think that every company, regardless of how well they're doing, still has some fat there to be trimmed. And 10%, inevitably you're going to find the people that aren't doing too well and get them out of there.
Yeah,
but why not fire them anyways? And why would LinkedIn
because
have?
companies have no
LinkedIn
backbones, and whenever they're already paying like for recruiting fees, they're already struggling to fill certain holes. You're going to go up and like open up big gaps. I'm not going to use any kind of specific examples, but I do actually have knowledge of a company that used layoffs to quote unquote trim the fat.
Sure.
Like it plain and simple. Like they laid off some people because they needed to, but they also used their layoffs to trim some fat.
Yeah.
Plain and simple, like they flat out told us.
But why use this as that excuse? Like if companies know they have fat, why wouldn't they be trimming it anyways?
How can they talk back to the one that feeds them dinner at night? I mean, Sequoia's the one that puts the money in their pockets.
No, I think your question is
No,
why wasn't this fat cut before? Why did it take this to do that?
Yeah, why does someone need to sit on a bad high? Why does someone need the excuse of like a recession or a VC pushing down on them to fire someone who's not doing well in the first place?
I think it's multifold, so it's probably like a combination of things along the lines of like just recruiting costs to fill the position. You've got a warm body there. They're probably not awful at their job. They may even be decent at their job, but if you've got that company that's like, you're all the good to great stuff, and
the bar gets raised.
The bar just gets raised, and they're like, you know what? All right, fine. Like our company is telling us that we need to cut 10%. It's almost like kind of forcing them to make some tough decisions, like to cut people who they're on the fence about, even.
But okay, so I hear what you're saying. That I mean, in my opinion, that reflects pretty poorly, I would think, on a company like LinkedIn. Because you guys heard of Max, the CEO of Slide, Max Levchin?
I've heard of him.
So he's like, he was sitting in the CEO roundtable. We talked about this on our blog, but everyone at this CEO venture capital roundtable is like very kind of herd mentality. Is like, yeah, we need to cut, we need to be in survival mode, we need to be kind of like a little bit guarded about how we like invest and move forward. Max is like, screw all you guys. He's like, we have a vision. We have like a mission that we're on, and we're going to continue charging because you don't know what the hell you're talking about. The same thing that we talked about last week. No one can predict the future. You for sure can't. I for sure can't. I'm going to trust like myself over like some joker's opinion or whoever it is that's telling me they think they know what the right thing is for me to do. I spend a lot of time trying to hire these people. I believe in my people. I'm not going to fire them just because you tell me to.
I think
screw you.
Max got
That's
a
his
mentality.
attitude.
Max was one of the PayPal guys, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's been through pretty much the same situation back in 2000 when I think it was way worse than it was
so
now.
was this guy. Reed was one of the PayPal guys.
PayPal Mafia.
He was PayPal Mafia.
And he's still laying them off.
Yeah.
No,
so I mean, you think the bar is relatively similar.
Yeah.
So whatever. I don't know who knows whatever it is, but it just feels soft to me. I mean, you say like, why would you bite the hand that feeds you? Why would you bite Sequoia? But Sequoia doesn't make money if LinkedIn doesn't do well either.
Yeah.
So I mean, whose hand is biting who? I don't know. It's just whatever. It kind of bugs me that people do that just because they are either told to or like have to do that. It's like they're entrepreneurs, man. Come on.
You also have
Not grow some balls, but like have some conviction behind like what you believe in. If you believe that you're hiring good people, then come on, man, you gotta stand behind them. If you're not, then you shouldn't have to wait for someone to tell you to fire them. Fire them.
You also have to ask the question. This has never really been answered. Is what happens when somebody calls their bluff?
What do you mean?
What if somebody says no, I'm not going to do it?
You're right, and you don't know what goes on behind closed doors. That's the thing we can't pretend to know.
I'm not going to cut 10% of my staff. What are you going to do about it? You're not going to give me another venture round?
Maybe. I think Sequoia cares more about money than they do about.
I bet I know somebody else who will.
Yeah.
You're going to tell me LinkedIn couldn't go out and raise funding from somebody else?
Yeah, of course.
They could come call me, I'll dig up some cash for them, all right? It might not be much, but like
Yeah.
I'll find some venture money for LinkedIn if they want it.
Sure. So
Phone numbers on the website.
would have been a great opportunity. I mean, if any company
It's also
could, they
single,
probably
yeah.
could. But nonetheless, it's something that's going on in the marketplace. I mean, from a recruiting perspective, we're
Hey, we should be happy.
Yeah.
There's now 10% of jobs back open at LinkedIn that we can go fill.
I can't imagine we're the only ones unhappy about a company doing as well as LinkedIn having to cut people. I'm imagining people at LinkedIn can't be too happy about.
It just all goes to speak like to the herd mentality of this whole economic turn down of like everybody being worried whenever, you know, not everyone's being affected. Like there have been plenty of people affected, but there are lots of people who are burying their head in the sand whenever there's nothing really affecting them.
We're going to talk about other candidates that work for companies that have responses to the Sequoia memo that they're not unhappy with.
Really quick.